This educational video is intended to help children build their vocabulary for the purpose of their general knowledge, as well as to improve their scores on state and other standardized exams. Please pause the video to read the purpose, scope, and warnings related to this video. This video has a free student engagement worksheet that can also be used as a quiz. It's available in many formats. Please see the link in the description to download this. In this video, we'll learn the definition of these words. We'll do that by focusing on the meaning of the word parts, which make up each word. The word root auto means self. It's one of the most commonly used roots in the English language. As we'll soon see, auto can refer to a person, an entire nation, a plant, vehicles, and machines. The word automobile is made of two word parts. The second is mobile, which means move. An automobile is another name for a car. It may seem strange to call these self-moving vehicles, but they got that name because they move without horses pulling them. When cars were first invented, people called them horseless carriages because automobiles move by themselves. The word autopilot is made of two word parts. The second is pilot. A plane's autopilot can fly the plane by itself. Some autopilots can land the plane without any help from the real pilot. The word automatic is made of two word parts. The second is mat, which is a spelling variation of men. Men means thinking. If something is automatic, that means it will do the next one or more steps needed to complete a job, even without guidance or other help from people. For example, after we load the dishes, an automatic dishwasher washes, rinses, and dries the dishes. The word manual means to do something by hand. An automatic process is the opposite of a manual process. Sometimes, instead of using the word automatic, we'll refer to an automated machine. Modern factories have many automated machines. For example, these robots weld parts of a car that they're helping to assemble. The word autotroph is made of two word parts. The second is trough, which means feeder. You may recognize the word trough as the name of a container that farm animals drink or eat out of. An autotroph is an organism that feeds on itself. Plants such as grass, bushes, and trees are autotrophs. Plants can make sugar through the process of photosynthesis. Plants then use that sugar for their food, and so they can grow. As we'll learn in a separate video, animals are called heterotrophs. The prefix hetero means other. A heterotroph is an organism that feeds on something other than itself. A scientist would describe this scene as a heterotroph feeding on an autotroph. Animals are heterotrophs. They are food consumers in an ecosystem. Plants are autotrophs. They are food producers in an ecosystem. The word autograph is made of two word parts. The second is graph, which means to write or draw. An autograph is the signature of a famous person. Everyone has a signature, which is how we sign our name. But in general, we only call a signature an autograph if it's the signature of a famous person. The word autobiography is made of three word parts. The second one is bio, which means life. Together, these word parts refer to someone writing about their own life. For example, here's the cover of a book that Benjamin Franklin wrote about his own life. In contrast, a biography is when someone else is the author of a book about an individual. This is a book about part of Tim Cook's life. But unlike in an autobiography, Tim Cook did not write this biography. The word autonomy is made of two words. The second is nom, which means law. Autonomy means that someone is independent in the eyes of the law. For example, this lady has a driver's license, so it's legal for her to drive a car. In contrast, this child doesn't have a driver's license, so she can only ride a tricycle on a sidewalk. Plus, she's so young that she must have an adult with her all the time. The adult is legally independent. She can go wherever she wants. The child is legally dependent. She can only go where adults allow her to go. Using legal terms, we would say that the adult has autonomy, whereas the child does not have autonomy. The word autocratic is made of three word parts. The second is crat, which means rule. In an autocratic government, an autocrat rules a country by herself or himself. Two common types of autocrats are absolute monarchs and dictators. A monarch is someone who was born into power, such as a king or queen. A dictator is someone who takes power. In contrast to an autocratic government, in a democratic government, the people get to vote. That means the people get to choose who their leaders will be for each elected term. Demo means people, so democratic and democracy means rule by the people. The U.S. and many other Western countries are democratic governments. Thanks for your attention.